It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are, so the current fastest lap, 1:24.8, Piastri and Leclerc. And we're in front of Norris, Tsunoda and Sainz.
Cheers. Let's make it count tomorrow.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once more to the Middle East for what could be a very tricky night for our drivers tonight. Sandy, dusty, and with the sun setting, the temperature dropping too. This could be an intriguing event. Stand by for the Qatar Grand Prix. We're back here in Losail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Verstappen, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, and Esteban Ocon, Antonelli, Stroll, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Gasly, Behrman, Doohan, Isaac Hadjar, and Nico Hülkenberg. Albon and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and This puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Time last lap, 1 minute 31.9. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Norris has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, start actively conserving fuel, please, or we won't be finishing today. You need to be lifting off the throttle as you approach a corner. Let the drag slow you down a bit before you start active braking. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Yeah, happy.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. so we've got 29 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Gap to your teammate behind, 19.5 seconds. Okay, so we've got 27 laps of fuel remaining. 27 laps. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. first position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Old mediums, they're 8th. Time last lap, 1 minute 29.1. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap.
There we go. Right up.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell hustle. It's George Russell who wins.
A great race today by George Russell, a really mature drive, and he can drive with that desperation of a young driver, but that maturity as well that you need. So he's really coming into form now, the form of his life, I feel.
From lights out to the checkered flag, each and every driver has this moment in the back of their mind. Now it's time for their celebrations. Our podium, it awaits. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits for George Russell. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.